All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time it is in the cosmos, whenever this is finding you. Welcome to Kai Chi Alchemy. You can call me Kachi. This is a space of love, y'all. Welcome or welcome back. I want to thank y'all for showing up. Thank you for co creating community with us. Thank you for all of the likes and the shares and the subscribes and the engagement stuff. It's very helpful and I appreciate it so much. It helps us to get out to a wider audience, and that is always useful, right? Well, nothing is always useful. That is often useful, right? Today, I have been recently in the process of receiving a download that I would like to flesh out in a reading. But to be perfectly honest, it's a little bit on the darker side. And right now, I'm just having that day when I'm real low energy. I'm real tired, and I just think that it's time to be a little bit more lighthearted and abbreviated and all of that. So I think that what we're going to do today is actually read an oracle card from the Sacred Sites deck right here. If you have not been following along with us over the last couple of months as we make our way through this I guess you can't read that because it's in reverse, right? Um, the Sacred Sites Oracle card deck by Barbara Mickeljean-Free and Yuri Leach. Let me know if you are interested, like in the chat or something, and I will go ahead and drop the info in the community tab, okay? So today we're gonna be pulling a card from this collection of only the cards that we haven't read on yet. And this deck, the tagline on it is harness our Earth's spiritual energy to heal your past, transform your present, and shape your future. How's everyone doing right now leading up to this full moon? How are you feeling? How are you faring? We're going to get a little bit of info on your recent past, your present moment, and your near future for the energy of this collective showing up here today. And if you resonate with that, there's going to be a little action step at the end, a ritual, a ceremony, an invocation, something to like get yourself moving and connected and all of that. Hello, Blessed One. Yeah, everybody, please drop any questions in the chat. And to get this anchor energy for the group, let's see. Spirit, please allow me to see. Please allow me to channel for the collective a message in alignment with their greatest and highest good. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you for your wisdom. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your protection. Please allow me to channel a message for this group here today, free of any deception, delusions, distortions. Please and thank you, thank you, thank you. What does this collective need to see, hear, feel, think, etc. at this time? That was so fast. And interestingly enough, isn't this an American sacred site? I believe so. Mount Shasta. Anybody know anything about that today? Mount Shasta. I'll probably get a nice, good pic of that on the community tab so that y'all can actually, get any downloads that you might like from there. And so let's see where this is in the guidebook here, because this is definitely one of those locations that is new to me, or new-ish. I know of Mount Shasta, but I've never been there or read on the energy of Mount Shasta. Interestingly enough, one of the first ringing cedars of Russia, like family homestead communities that was attempted to be formed in the United States. And it didn't pan out, but it was in California around Mount Shasta, and Mount Shasta was very important to them. So there may be something, just like a confirmation for some of y'all who have been following the Ringing Cedars of Russia series with us. And this is from the West, obviously, and on page 230, Priestess, Empress. Okay. 230. Energy focus, serenity. Lovely. I was just saying how overwhelmed and tired and energetically fried that I was, and I needed to intentionally choose the serenity reading rather than the other one. So that's very appropriate. And as we were just talking about, the location is California of the United States. So here we have, in the lower world, in the past, it says, see on the card the sacred spring that runs through Panther Meadows. I think it's on the bottom there. Yeah. For Native Americans, this is a place of power and ceremony. The springs on this mountain represent Creator's footsteps. Imagine sitting by these waters with an eagle feather in your hand, remembering your past. Your tears start to flow as you recall all your losses, all the sadness that has been in your life. Here, at this sacred spring, you let go of all that no longer serves you. Now, with your eagle feather, focus on what is to come. The eagle feather is given for courage and is the highest honor that can be bestowed on you by Great Spirit. You are being called to release your negative perspective on your times of crisis and instead see them as rites of passage through which you can transition from one stage of life to another. I think that one of the greatest losses that we have had in, losing traditions and rites and rituals of the past, of our lineages, is the fact that we used to, especially for men and just in general, have these rites and rituals and experiences where we would intentionally, we would be a trusted person, a trusted mentor, a trusted person with a higher perspective. We would lead somebody through a process that was traumatic and crisis-inducing. It was painful. It was difficult. They get stung by a bunch of ants, or they go out into the woods by themselves for weeks, and there is a certain level of risk involved. But when you design those experiences to be intentional rites of passages and portals into, new potential perspective, like a new personality, really, the ability to grow up depended upon these rites and these rituals of struggle, victory, of crisis and recovery, of trauma and healing. And to be able to guide ourselves, to guide people through processes where they lose everything, where they feel like they are being annihilated, like they doubt whether they will make it through to the end and survive. And these experiences, being planned and being intentional, can be so healing and beneficial and productive as far as helping us to grow in the way that we need to, while kind of caretaking, minimizing the damage. Because I've almost come to the point where I believe that trauma is a necessity, and a necessary element in the process of growing up, of becoming an adult. And that's not to say that we want people to suffer on purpose, like we want to pass it on. It's more that you have to develop the perspective of what suffering really is. And if you're afraid because you don't know if you're going to survive or make it through an experience, then surviving through that experience kills that fear. And then you're free. Okay? So instead of looking at all of the pain and the crises in your past as negative, seeing it as what has healed you, what has freed you, and shifting that perspective is going to be really beneficial in finding serenity, which is the focus of this Mount Shasta card. In the middle world, pertaining to your present moment, your present life, it says, "Behold Mount Shasta, the white mountain, grandfather of the Pit River people and sacred to many Native American tribes. For the Pit River people, this dormant volcano is the final stop made by the dead on their westward journey around the world before they ascend into the sky along the Milky Way to the heart of the cosmos. Mount Shasta has also been a focus of otherworldly legends, such as the sightings of individuals in long white robes believed to be advanced beings from the lost city of Lemuria. When was the last time you dreamed of magical places, of abandoned cities, and celestial journeys? When did you last let your imagination soar high into the sky, go into the hills and mountains, follow the streams and rivers, and become the myths and magic of the land? And in the upper world, potential pertaining to your near future, they say to see the bigger picture, you need to find inner serenity. A vision quest, spending a day or night meditating in a sacred spot in nature, can help to silence your mind's monkey chatter. Try seeking out those who offer this experience as a workshop or a weekend retreat. Eagle, the totem animal of liberation, brings you release from emotional enslavement. Your time is coming. Your spiritual quest will unlock your personal power and, in so doing, the destiny of your choosing. Within you is a great visionary. Your spirit can fly free. Now you have a chance to manifest your ideas with peace as your focus. Will you stay in chaos or move on to a more balanced existence? Expect a messenger who will show you the way. Definitely keep an eye out, an ear out, an eye out for messages from your guides. Keep an eye out for feathers on the ground. Keep an eye out for birds in the sky. I'm particularly eagles, although we don't see those very often. I mean, it does happen sometimes, you know. Hello. Yeah, anybody feel free to drop some questions in the chat if you would like for me to invest my time and energy into you. I just need a little bit of cooperation there because this is a place where we co-create stuff. And yeah, that's the whole point. So, yes, eagles. Eagles are a very important symbol for you right now, feathers. And particularly, this is about the liberation of the mind and the power that you have to take literally any circumstance you ever find yourself in and find the most peace, the most productivity, the most balance possible, the most serenity possible within the context of that crisis. It's always how we look at it. It's always how we look at it, and we always have the power to change. I mean, if you're just gonna jack off to it, probably not. I don't know. And before that, let's see. Okay, journey with the eagle is going to be the action step recommended here today. So, if this card has been resonating with you so far as we've read through your past, present, and future energy, I would recommend that you follow along with us here with this action step of the journey with the eagle. So, find a little cozy spot, if you may. Find a still place in nature to lie down, such as a grassy field, or let your imagination take you on a journey in the comfort of your home. Take 3 deep, deliberate breaths in and out, and feel the earth's energy connecting with yours. Look up and watch the clouds drifting past. Continue to breathe deeply, exhaling any tension, worries, or fears, allowing them to drift off with the clouds. Feeling totally relaxed and serene, you sense your guardian in the form of an eagle-shaped cloud. Oh, to soar and be free! The cloud descends until it envelopes you, and you shapeshift to become a majestic eagle. You rise into the sky, becoming aware of your mighty wingspan. Feel the power, feel the expansion as your wings take you out to where your soul calls you to be. This is to experience freedom. As you soar over snow-capped mountains, forests, and rivers, breathe it all in and let nature purge you as you breathe out anything you wish to let go of. Now you have the capacity to take in all the qualities that you need to reach your potential. When you have finished your journey, find yourself back on the grass in your human form, feeling the earth beneath you, and give thanks to your eagle guide. I almost feel called to pull the eagle card out of the animal spirit deck. I think I'm going to do that if it's easily accessible, because what a fun serendipity. I love when decks coordinate with each other. There is a glow on my face because there is a candle. All kinds of things attract the people. All kinds of people are attracted to all kinds of things for all kinds of different reasons. That's kind of why we're here, right? It's complicated. I found the eagle very quickly. And then right behind it was the unicorn. Speaking of the glow, and this is actually a spirit element. It's not one of the 4 elements. It's a little magical. And then the raccoon on the bottom of the deck. I believe that's, is that an earth element there? Okay, so the eagle. Yes. Let's find this here in the guidebook real quick. Find the air section. All the birds and the bees and the bugs. B, B, B. Becca is a bad bee, or she was, until she decided to hang out with some bad people. Okay. The eagle, all-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. The great bird is both physically and spiritually strong and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown, right? When you actively, intentionally step into the unknown, you give up control. That is surrender. You're voluntarily entering into an environment where you don't understand the lay of the land and the rules of engagement, and that is inherently trusting, that is inherently faithful, that is inherently bright and radiant. And you will be rewarded for stepping into the unknown. This may be, something coming up in your near future, or this may just be speaking to things in your past that you have interpreted as crisis moments and pain and problems, right? But when you step out of the patterns and the places and the structures that when you step into the unknown and you release control, you will be gifted with either brightness and lightness and good things, but definitely radiance. And radiance can be good, beautiful, bright things, or they can be challenges. And challenges are bright, beautiful, wonderful things. They are radiant like a fire. Like it can warm you up, or in a different circumstance, it can burn you alive. But even the witches who were burned alive at the stake went through a transmutational process that is unfolding in our real world today, in real time. Like the rage, there's almost no words for how you are transformed by that type of betrayal and that type of cruelty and that type of being villainized for being misunderstood. No matter what you are put through by choosing to go into the unknown, that vulnerability gives you strength. It gives you strength because you took a chance, you won out, you got to enjoy that, you got to develop more faith in good things, or you step out into the unknown, you fall on your ass, you bust your face open, but you learn and you grow in ways that you needed to, in ways that absolutely elevate you. All right, I definitely need to get some sleep tonight. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. Thank you for the engagement and the likes and the shares and the subscribes and all of the things. Thank you for being here. Thank you for co-creating community with us. I think it's interesting. We were talking about birds and feathers and eagles, and I just posted on the community tab a little whimsical, philosophical rambling by Evan about the peacock. So these may be important animals for you at the moment. Thank you for being here this evening, yes sir. I hope that you have a great day. Love, light, peace, and personal responsibility. I love you so much. See you next time. Boop.